Hi. Probably gonna have a little bit of crunchy audio today. Don't worry, I'll reveal myself momentarily. Just getting this stuff in order. If I can just get it. I accidentally dragged so much stuff in so many directions. The screen is so tiny. But hello. I'll let you hear my voice until then. It's going to be of a quality. Oh my god, so many seltzers reclaimed. Okay, wait. I gotta go back up. Give me 1 second. All right, you know what? We're just gonna go for it. This is also partial test, partial test stream. Let's go to, I think, this. Hello. Let me know if we're too noticeably off sync. We could be a little bit off sync, but let me know if we're like very noticeably off sync. That's what'll matter. Also, okay, wait, oh my god, so many seltzers. Okay, scrolling on this is impossible. I feel like I should get a mouse. A mouse for this would be perfect. I would actually be able to control my scrolling. But wait, seltzers. I see so many reclaimed. I don't even have my seltzer beside me. Matt, enjoy your seltzer. Sarah, enjoy your seltzer. Speed, enjoy your seltzer. Passion, hi, enjoy your seltzer. Madison, enjoy your seltzer. Jackie, enjoy your seltzer. Soul, enjoy your seltzer. Kaden, enjoy your seltzer. Katie, enjoy your seltzer. Oh my god, it's me not noticing too bad of off sync. Okay, cool. Nice, good. I'm glad. We have, you know, that'll be the actual like hand part is always a little bit delayed. That's just because I'm sending video to my computer differently with that versus that. But just know it's close enough. It's there. I'm also hi Jingshin, hi. I'm trying to oh, I'm not tall. Well, I mean, like I guess I'm average height is what we determined on here. I'm wearing Crocs. Which way can you see? You could see more this space. Okay, I'm wearing Crocs with socks on, so that's also adding at least, honestly, that's adding a decent amount of padding. That's at least 1.5 inches maybe. And then it's just my camera angle. it's purely the camera angle right now. But hi Opal, hello. It's the man in the afternoon now. I know, it's because I won't be able to stream later tonight. Oh my god, it's so excited, everybody's hi. So I'm, and Giselle, enjoy your seltzer. I decided, you know what? I was gonna make lunch, a late lunch. I woke up, I didn't wake up too late, but like my day is like offset a little bit. So I was like, why don't I just do that on stream? And I also wanted to test out the new cam link that I got, which is just another one of what I already have. But I'm gonna need this for when I leave. So I was like, let me try it out with the kitchen setup. And I wanted to see how fast we can get this setup down also. I feel like I should like tilt the camera up. I'm gonna be, I feel like I look way taller than I am here. But as long as my head doesn't end up getting cut off, let me see. If I'm standing up straight, although with the amount of posture checks we have, there's no way I'm gonna be standing up like this the entire time. We're gonna be making something that's gonna take like 10 minutes to make, honestly. But I did wanna test out the kitchen stream again. This is like the most lightweight version of this setup with this capability that we've had. Let me see, no Crocs with socks, socks and Crocs. No Crocs with socks so you don't get blisters. You're saying yes Crocs with socks or no Crocs with socks? Do Crocs give you blisters normally? I just wear socks. Here's the thing. So I wear my Crocs inside. They're my inside shoes. Like they're just because I don't know. They're comfortable. And then I used to wear socks inside all the time. My socks get kind of dirty. And then I would also sometimes get like, I don't like to walk around barefoot because I get little like hair splinters or like no matter how much I clean, I still step on things and I don't like the feeling of it. So the socks come in handy. And then one day I started wearing the Crocs, which were a lovely gift to me. And I have never turned back since. I have experienced both lives and I have chosen the one that I like the most. Oh yes, Crocs with socks. Oh hell yeah. What's for lunch? We're gonna be making some, what are we making today? Some chili garlic udon noodles, basically. So we're just gonna be throwing some udon noodles onto the stove. Well, first we're gonna boil them for like 2 minutes. But this should be quick. This should be something, I've done it before. So like I have a recipe that I put a TikTok link that is like, I went through a few different recipes for this ultimately. And I found like, I basically got like what works. I found the common elements and then I tried it out and then I saw what works for me with my ingredients. So I'm just gonna be doing that. But this is like, I feel like last time I made this, it was such a good, the return, like the amount of time that it took to make versus how good it was fantastic. It's so quick to make. So I figured I actually wanted to do this in a certain way. Okay, I also missed some things here. But hi, I was gonna say, So I thought you accidentally started the stream. I know. I knew this is like the earliest that I've started in a while. But I figured that I realized if I talk down, then like I'm really in the mic here. I what was I talking about? My brain keeps doing the thing where I forget what I'm talking about mid-sentence. Oh, I wanted to do today's stream. I thought about like getting all the ingredients out the way. So normally when we do these recipes, also other recipes that we've done on here are like first time recipes. So, and they've usually been more involved, a lot more chopping, whatever. We're barely going to be chopping here. We're going to spend more time by the stove, if like any at all. And then afterwards, we are going to go back to my desk and we're going to continue stream as usual while we eat and hang out. But essentially, hi Brianna. I didn't want to get any of the ingredients out now. I wanted to see what it's like if I grab things clean as I go. I wanted to see, because one of the things that I value in the faster recipes are like how much effort is involved, how much time does it really take? Is this something that I can make if I'm having my day, if it's like a Tuesday afternoon and it's 1:30 and normally I eat earlier than that and I just like wanted to make food, I'm really hungry and I need something like kind of quick that I don't have to wait too long for, but and also not have too much to clean. I want to see how well this fits into that. I think it fit into it the last time I made it, but we're gonna try it again while streaming. So the stream is gonna add a little bit of like a buffer of a delay to it all, because I am slower at doing everything when I'm streaming. Because I take my time with it and I enjoy it. I enjoy the process, the experience a little bit more in our conversations. But it is something there. I could see you rocking the Crocs with little animal charms. Honestly, I could see it. I don't have any charms for this. Well, actually, no, I do. I have a stormtrooper on it. And Zay, enjoy your seltzer. Hi, hello. But Doja, I know. I signed up for the pre-sale. For the it's gonna be, I think, for East Coast it's Doja and Ice Spice. Unfortunately, we won't have Dochi, but I'll find a way. I'll find a way eventually. Don't almost deep fry yourself again. Yes, I will not deep fry myself again. That was definitely an experience. Those were delicious, by the way. And I pan fried them. I made a couple more the next day, a couple more of the egg rolls that we made last time the next day, and I pan fried them. And they were delicious. Like I did put like still a layer of oil on it, not just like greasing the pan, but like I put oil, so you had a little bit of like a little pool in there. And it was great. I just rotated them, spun it through. They were just as delicious. But yeah. Also, I do some of my ingredients today. I'm at the very bottom of my like container for, so I may need to go grab my extra, because like I have backups for everything. I may need to grab an extra for them, or we'll just kind of scrape along the edges and see what we've got going on there. But yeah. Again, yeah, last time was my first time deep frying something, and I decided that would be a great thing to try doing on stream. And we ended up, it just pops, I knew that deep frying is like a thing that you have to do carefully. It can be very dangerous. Hot oil can cause severe injury if you do not protect yourself and you don't do things properly. And I remembered that the entire stream up until when I actually started using the hot oil. Then completely forgot to just be on the lookout for it. But then after it exploded, I knew to keep my distance and to do things slowly and in a more controlled way. I also didn't have a thermometer to measure the temperature of the oil, so maybe it could have been that it was too hot. All in all, the recipe worked out. It was great, but definitely be careful deep frying things if you are not familiar with the process. I mean, be careful always, but I feel like once you're familiar with something, like you just are careful with it. But it's easy to forget. Daytime stream, hi Possum. Food. We're gonna be making I think I feel like garlic chili noodles is how I've been seeing them labeled. Either way, it's both. And we are going to kind of wing it. I'm not going to do any hard measurements. Like I said, I'm going to try to optimize like the most minimal. I mean, spoons, when it comes to utensils, those are the easiest things to clean, like dishwasher wise, because you just toss things in the dishwasher. And I feel like utensils, you can put a ton of them in there, versus like plates. Like you want to make sure that you still have enough plates out. You don't want to take out a whole plate, use it for one small thing and then put it away, because it's like, damn, like now I'm going to need to run this sooner. But honestly, anyway. But I'm going to try to like eyeball things a little bit, and we're going to see how that turns out. This is all practice. We're going to get better at this. But I hope this helps. Damn it, I'm so sorry, Possum. I just immediately said hi to you. I bought a Spider-Man comforter. That sounds amazing. What are you talking about? Don't judge me. I would love that too. And that's awesome. And even if in some universe I didn't love that, as long as it makes you happy and it's not hurting anyone, that's always great. No one should judge you for that. I wouldn't have moved in time. My reaction time is shit. Yeah, well, I mean, that VOD is now permanently there. I highlighted that entire cooking part of the stream, so it's there on the channel. I went back. I almost didn't highlight it because I was like, is this a safety risk to have this there? But it just made it to be okay. I might need to not start needing. I might need to start putting those warnings on my stream for dangerous activities. Although I don't even think there is one for that. And as of Thursday, I'm officially a high school graduate. Congratulations, Matt. Oh my God, that's huge. That's so exciting. Also, I feel like the time between like high school and whatever next steps you take is so great. It's so nice. It's like it's a solid milestone. It took a lot of effort to get where you are. And I hope that you're able to just kind of like vibe and relax and enjoy a lot of this summer as it comes to us. That's awesome. Hi, Candace. Hello, what are you making? We are making some garlic chili noodles, udon noodles. I should put that in the title. I forgot to put that in the title. Let me just drag some stuff around. Don't mind me. Hi, Maniac. Good afternoon. And thank you for the 55 bits. Hi. Lunch and hang. Wait, little lunch. Chili. Wait. Garlic. Chili, udon, nudes. Yeah. And hang. There we go. That should hopefully help a little bit, a teeny bit in there. And then at some point, once it's ready, then you can all take a bite. My summer ended after a day. I started summer course today. Damn, you really went back into the next step. Oh my God. Well, wait, you start today. Is it online? Can you hear sound alerts? I can't hear sound alerts, but I can see them. So when I'm looking at my computer, I can see that they happen. I haven't found a proper way. This is the thing. I think I haven't been able to get, I don't know if I can make it where you can hear the sound alerts and I can hear the sound alerts. I think I have to choose one right now with my current setup, but in the future, once I'm no longer here, I'll have it all together. All that should work. Hi, Pokraj. Where were you? I've been here. I wasn't here yesterday, but I put that in Discord anyway. But I'm here now. Yesterday was a busy day. It was a good day though. Remember those pants that I showed, by the way, on like when I was showing the stuff that I got when I was like thrifting. There was a pair of like sweatpants that I was like, these are like really loose and comfy, but the waist is really big. I finally yesterday I took in the waist and they fit amazingly now. And they were so much fun. And you know what I did? I danced in them. I did like 3 different dance class tutorial video things in those pants. And they were everything I wanted and more. I love them. They also don't have pockets, which I didn't notice when I got them, but I noticed it afterwards. And then I was like, should I add pockets to these? And I was like, I kind of like it without pockets. So I'm going to keep them that way. But it really got me excited. It was nice to take the sewing machine out again. And it was cool because I feel like I used the sewing techniques that we learned on stream where I basically, I pinched the back, I took the pants. I'll show you the process that I did. Okay, which way is which? If I go here, okay, I basically took the pants, I pinched them in the back around the waist where it was, and then I basically just like clipped it and pinned it down until it like just slowly faded into my pants. And then I basically just had like a chunk of fabric just like pinned out with the waist in. And then I sewed along that line. I sewed a second stitch along that line to secure it. And then I went to the waistband because the waistband stretches a lot, and I did a little zigzag stitch to make it, to like reinforce it a little bit. And then I added another like small patch of like really close zigzag stitches so that it holds that waistband extra tight so that if I pull against the waistband, which has elastic in it, it doesn't rip open. And then after that, I just cut off that little excess piece that I pinched. This is all while the pants were inside out. None of this, if probably this visual does not exist, it is already confusing enough as I'm explaining it. But and then I like serged it with another zigzag stitch. I basically took all the stuff that we learned from our past sewing tutorials and I applied it to these pants. And in like 10 minutes, I had taken pants that were too big around my waist and I made them fit me perfectly. So really happy about that. It was really cool. What's up? The numbers on your stove of the oven? Oh, so this is actually, I mean, this is basically how like lights, you know how like lights, it's all just like waves. So because of I can't even speak. Because of the frame rate of the camera's only capturing this in it. Basically, the relationship between your frame rate and the frequency of the lights, I'm pretty sure, plays a role in how you see this on camera. So you may notice this sometimes if you have certain, like a camera that might be older. I don't know if it's older or maybe newer. Probably like newer. I don't remember if you have like a higher frame rate, you'll see more of it. I don't recall, but if you ever do that and then like you look at like lights in a room, sometimes you'll notice that the lights look like they're like turning off and on really fast. But really it just has to do, our eyes don't notice it. Our eyes don't pick it up, but the frame rate of the camera might, because if your camera, a video is just a bunch of pictures, yeah, you know? Anyway, but they're not flashing in real life. It just looks like it's flashing, but that's just that. If anyone knows the real actual science, because my interpretation is probably not completely accurate, feel free to share that. Anyway, I'm trying to learn how to do a flip. I want to get my Spidey costume because it's Spidey. You got to do a flip. It's actually like, you know, as long as you have a safe environment to learn how to do this in. I saw a bird. That was really pretty. It was all blue. As long as you have like a safe environment to practice it in, and ideally somebody who knows how to spot you, then it's really fun. It's cool. It's not that hard to learn once you get used to it. You just have to like get into the flow though. I feel like I would not, but I do not advise trying to do this for the first time on your own or just doing it off of like a YouTube tutorial. If you can, find a gym-like environment with mats and padding and somebody who can show you what to do it properly. But it is really fun. It's cool. Once you know how to do it, you realize like it's less challenging than you would think. Landing on your feet is honestly the most challenging part. A lot of times you can do the flip, but then you kind of just like, you may not be able to complete the rotation because like you either throw your head back or you do certain things, you keep your body in a position where you don't get enough speed before you hit the ground again. But so like that's why having mats on the floor is a good thing, because if you land like on your knees, at least like, you know, it doesn't hurt as badly. But definitely do things with caution. I cannot advise anything that can result in you getting injured, probably legally for, you know, there's definitely something in there. And Stargirl, enjoy your seltzer. Anyway, yeah, and a backflip, I'm assuming. A front flip, I would say, is harder. A front flip, sorry, there are birds like having a meeting outside. I don't even know, but there are so many. I think there's a nest. Oh, I think there's a nest somewhere around here, which is like really close outside the window. So that's why there are a bunch of birds. But like, they're like, I feel like there's drama. I'd like to understand them. Anyway, I should probably get started on this. I'm gonna try to learn how to land a front flip. Damn. Oh, but I can do the flip. All right, well, best of luck. A front flip is hard. I mean, like, both of them are manageable. A front flip, to me, is harder to land. Yeah. But a back flip has always been, like, easier. It's been a little bit, a front flip is, for me, less scary to jump into if you've never done either, because, like, you feel like you see where you're going, and, like, you can get, like, the flip part over with. But a back flip, ultimately, was a lot easier to execute. Yeah. Also, be careful to not hit your face against your knees when you land the front flip. I actually, when I was younger, I was on a trampoline and I did a double front flip and I landed like this and my face went straight because you're rotating this way. I landed, my feet stopped because I hit the ground while I hit the bottom of the trampoline. My face continued into my knee, and that was not great for my lip for a while. I was definitely a core memory, but not in the fun way. Anyway, I am going to, let me give you all points, by the way. I am heading to therapy, so if you're still at on when I'm back, sounds good. I hope you have a wonderful session, and I'll talk to you soon, Katie. Let me give you all points really quickly. Add points, all 10K, and then we'll get into this. Again, this is supposed to be a quick recipe. So we should be able to do this in a short amount of time, and then we can just go to my room and we can eat it. I can eat it here, honestly. It might be a little bit better that way. But I think the first thing that I'm going to do, so let me see. So I'm going to need udon noodles. I need garlic. We're going to be chopping up the garlic. I might chop up the garlic first, so I have everything ready, and then I'll grab the rest of the stuff as I go. You know what? No, let's see if we can do this efficiently. So I'm going to boil some water for the noodles. I have the noodles. They're frozen, just bricks of noodles. And then while I am boiling the water, I'm going to be chopping up the garlic. And then that way I feel like I'll have the garlic ready by then. And then I think we should be okay. The one thing that we're missing from this recipe, it's in the recipe, but I don't have it right now because I used all of it yesterday, is green onion, which is always nice for a nice little crunch. I made egg drop soup for the first time yesterday. Sorry, I'm like spitting. I made egg drop soup for the first time yesterday. Check this out. It's delicious. I've never made this before. Here, I put a little label on it. It says egg drop soup. It's literally, I mean, it's cold now. I don't know how it's gonna be, but it's just egg drop soup. It's like the texture is exactly what I thought it would be. Oh, it smells so good. The texture is exactly what I thought it would be. The eggs, I feel like, I don't know what it's gonna look like close up. I can try, but I don't know if but it's good. The egg is delicious. It was really easy to make. It didn't take that long to make. Again, it smells and tastes really, really good. I would say as a singular thing, if you're really hungry, obviously this isn't good. Well, you would probably need to have like a good amount of it. But if you're just moderately hungry, or if you're looking to have two semi-sized things, like not like two light things, but like, I feel like this and something else would pair really well together. It was really tasty. I liked it a lot. And you can make like a lot of it at once, and then you can just have it stored. I don't know for how long though. Anyway, I've already done that. Had a bloody nose for a while. Luckily, it didn't break. I'm glad it didn't break your nose. But yeah, it definitely sucks to hit your face against your knee. Okay, wait. So let me do this. So I'm gonna quickly go wash my hands, and then I'm going to grab a pot, which is being blocked right now by this camera. So that's nice. I'm gonna hide the camera for a moment while I grab the pot. I'm gonna do that part first. Oh, actually, I might have been wrong. It may not be blocked by this camera. Let's grab. Hold on. Sorry, that must have been really loud. I didn't realize that there are things stacked on top of each other. I'm gonna try to make this not fall. No more loud noises-ish, I hope, I promise, kind of. I'm gonna leave this here. I'm actually gonna swap these around. Oh, looks like parents made breakfast. Glad they cleaned their stuff. Anyway, okay, and let's get that back up. I'm gonna wash my hands, then I'm going to fill this with water. I'm gonna do it both at the same time, and then we'll, oh, there we go. Are we, gotta see if the delay, let me know if the sound delay gets more aggressive, and then I could resync it, because I feel like it might have just slowed down a little bit. So let me just wash my hand, and then I'm gonna fill this pot up with some water, and then we're going to start boiling that while we chop up some garlic. And then right now the time is 2:28 p.m. And this is for a medium to slow-ish, medium fast. I would say a medium length session actually for making this recipe. So I would assume that whatever I do now, that I can do it a little bit faster, maybe like 20% faster. I'm acting like I know like how much time that would be, but if like 20% feels right. All right, that feels like enough water. It's probably a lot of water. I'm gonna turn this on. I'm gonna put that not super high. I don't want it to boil too fast. Got to make sure that it doesn't overflow when I put the nudes in. Honestly, there's probably a decent amount of water over there, but it's probably fine. Hi, Sol. Okay, so, oh, actually, I think delay isn't that bad anymore. Sorry, my hair's falling on my face again. Let me grab some garlic, and we're just going to chop up. I feel like I can chop up the rest of this, to be honest. It's probably a lot of garlic, though. I mean, for me, you know, it can never be too much, but I think it's I probably don't need all of that. Let's see how much you can see. I'm gonna keep a trash bin here. Let's take, that feels right. 1, 2, 3, 4. It says 4 cloves of garlic. Let's add one more. One more. Okay, one more baby one. That's fine. I'm gonna flip cams in a moment. I'm gonna find a knife. All right, let's swap. Let's swap cams. Okay, I don't know what you see here. I do have a trash below me, so I'm gonna be using this trash to just dump all of my scraps. I said this last time, I'll say it again, bringing the trash can beside you whenever you're chopping stuff is just like, it was a game changer for me. I don't remember where I saw that advice, probably in like 50 different places, because it seems to be somewhat common to do, but it's great. I love it a lot. All right, so we got these. So let's see, this is actually already peeled. Let me just get the little tip off. You're not peeled. So gonna crack it, gonna peel it. Looking nice. Let's get that little tip off there. Take the scraps, just toss that down. You're still covered. It's like a baby one though. Like I don't want to do so breaking it in half. There we go. Garlic smells so good. When I was younger, I used to be like not afraid of garlic, but I just like I didn't cook when I was young. The only thing I made was like scrambled eggs, which it is cooking, but I like didn't do much, so I never worked with garlic as a child into like my probably near teenage years. So any experience I had with garlic was in TV shows when someone someone would like smell someone's breath and be like, ew, you have garlic breath. So in my head, I always just assumed that garlic was something that was really stinky. I didn't realize that it was, one, a common ingredient, and two, delicious. So I was like, in my head, I was not a fan of garlic as like a concept because I didn't know like what it was. I just knew that people always complained about how it made your breath. And I don't know if do I dislike garlic breath? I like garlic. If garlic breath smells like garlic, then what's the problem? Anyway, Faye, enjoy your seltzer. Again, we started this at 228, it's 232. Water is getting a little fizzy at the bottom, but not boiling yet, which is good. I just want to chop all of this before we get into it, and then we should be okay. Again, for most recipes, I like to have all the ingredients out and ready before I get started, but for this, I want this to be an on-the-go style thing. So I'm going to try to take things out, put them away, and like semi-clean as I go. Because I also don't think that this is a recipe that you can really compromise too much, or that like you ruin too much by, if you don't do things exactly in the moment, I don't think there's much that you can mess up with this. It's pretty straightforward. You just kind of start off the heat, you put in the garlic, and you put, I have a chili powder blend, which isn't necessarily like a chili powder alone. It does have it has some other stuff in there. But I used it last time, it was delicious. And essentially, we put some oil in the pan. We're going to toss in the garlic and the chili powder. And then while that's kind of sizzling for a little bit, probably like 30 seconds later, I'll start adding everything else, which is going to be soy sauce, sugar. I don't necessarily have chili oil. I do have the chili crisp, which I'm going to be using. I do want to make my own chili oil. I kind of did before, but I made a really mini batch that is now gone. And we're just going to kind of work from there. Sorry, let me show you. I don't know how much you see here. I think this is, there we go. It's fine. I really, by the way, for future cooking streams, especially after I move, I want to have just a big wooden cutting board. And also normally, as I learned from the last one, having the wet paper towel underneath this helps it move. But in the spirit of doing this quickly and with minimal mess, I don't think it's going to be that much of an effort. We mainly just have this garlic here. And then this is the fun part. Yeah. I feel like this is where then you bring everything together, take it off the knife, and then you do it again. And then you get all these fun little small pieces of garlic that are going to be delicious when you put them in oil. Don't worry, surface is clean, to my knowledge. All those larger pieces that got stuck to the edge there. Just gonna bring these in. But yeah, a big wooden cutting board would be phenomenal. I will definitely get one. You could just do a lot with it. It gives you all the space, so you can also cut a bunch of things. The only time that I think I need multiple cutting boards, that I would, even if I had a large one, is if I'm cutting meats, where I'd cut the raw meat on one surface and then all the veggies on the other. I think a big cutting board will allow me to use fewer bowls, and I can kind of just cut everything up and then put it into clusters across the board, and I still have my working space on it. All right, that feels pretty good when it comes to garlic, so there's not much more to show over there. And Perch, enjoy your seltzer. I woke up from a fantastic night that my voice is almost gone from singing for so long. I'm glad it's from singing. It's so much fun. What were you doing, if I may ask? Was it just like, you know, late night in your room type singing? Did you go somewhere? Water is starting to boil, which is perfect actually. I do think that, let me let's move this camera while we're at it. Let me also move the trash, and then I'm gonna wash my hands after I move this camera. I do think that I can actually move this camera. Got a lot of cables here, but not too many, which is good. Actually, wait, I want to wash my hands. Okay, I'm alive. Everything is fine. A quick rinse, just to get the sticky garlic off my fingers. Okay, going to do that. Hands are still a little bit wet. Let me just get that off. Gonna reduce the heat a smidge. All right, what do you see? Not bad. And what I like about this setup compared to the last one is that, here we go, I don't have to flip the camera every time, you know? I mean, I still have to step over this, but I don't have to flip the camera, which is nice. All right, so let me show you. So now that's, you know, getting there. I'm going to show you, I'm gonna grab the nudes. So again, I just get like a pack of 5 of these. Usually they come in 5 or 4. It usually ends up being like $4 to $5 a pack too. I think there's a pack of 5 for like $4.50, which is awesome. It's less than $1 per, and you have these nudes, just a brick. It's frozen. I'm gonna lower that a little bit, and it's not gonna fit in full width, but as they soften up, they will. So I'm just gonna let that go in there. And I'll mess with that in a moment. Okay, so let me grab, like, I'm gonna use chopsticks to eat this, so I'm gonna use chopsticks. Shove it down. Won't matter anyway. There we go, kind of get those wet. And I'm gonna just keep that there. What else do I want? I'll take this. I don't think I need it really. This is just touching water, but doesn't hurt. And then I'm going to grab a strainer, because this is what I do. I let those hang out in the water for a teeny bit of time, probably like another 2 minutes. And then I'll put it in a strainer, and then I'll wash it down with cold water. So I think it stops it from like cooking more afterwards. These get defrost and are soft super fast. You can already kind of see it. So I'm doing this with whatever. There we go. You can already see the noodles are super loose and soft. These are amazing. You can literally, like, if you ever are looking for just like a quick like udon soup type of thing, you can just make a broth. Once the broth is ready, you just toss these in, and in like 2 minutes, you have it already. It's incredible. These I could not recommend them more in terms of like, I hate using ROI for things like return on investment, but it's such little effort for a great result. So I highly recommend them. If you have, I don't know if I've seen them. I feel like I've only seen them in like an Asian supermarket, but they're just, there are plenty of different brands. Honestly, I've just grabbed usually whatever is, they're all very similar in terms of like price. I don't know, grab what looks good to you, but they're really fun. They're really tasty. They're just good. It's just all good. Udon are delicious. Yes, I love them. I love like the thickness of these. I feel like these feel pretty solid at this point. Is the fire still on? It is. I guess I just didn't have it super high. But honestly, I think these are just about good to go. How long has it been? It's fine. I'll give these a second, and then I'll turn off the heat. And now I'm going to go and strain them. And I think they should be fine. The amount of times that I've made them, I don't know why I'm acting so hesitant. Usually I've had them in soup, that's why. So like they're always still in hot water anyway. I'll give you, oh, are you cold right now? I have 7 jackets in my closet. Oh, well, I hope that they can keep you warm. Okay, now I need to do this. I'm going to grab this from the other side of this cable because I don't want to trip on it. But I'm essentially just going to go and strain them and toss them and rinse them in cold water. So enjoy staring at that. Toss them in there. I'm going to actually swap these and put that there. And now I'm going to take some colder water and just get these wet with colder water. So that, again, I think it stops the cooking process, which is good, so that they don't get too soft and start just breaking apart, or at least softer than what I'm looking for in my texture here. So these nudes look good. I guess I'm going to clean this pan anyway. I'm going to do this. Give me a sec. I'm going to cool off the edges of this. And I'm just going to do that. So I put the noodles, I basically took them, I took the strainer and I just kind of put it in the pot like this so that I don't end up getting another surface wet. Trying to minimize, like I said, the amount of things that I get dirty so I don't have to clean too much. All right, let me just take a glance more at the rough recipe that I have here. So chili crunch, pepper flakes, soy sauce, sugar. Okay, I think this should be good. Cool. All right, let me see what I need to grab here. So I'm going to turn on this heat. I don't normally use this, like, I guess, saucepan, frying pan, but I think this should be fine. I'm just going to heat it up a little bit on like a medium heat. Then I'm going to toss some oil in there. Once it's warm, I'm going to toss some oil in there. Going to let that heat up a little bit. I'm going to toss in the garlic and a little bit of chili powder, well, chili powder blend. And then let's also, while we're at it, why don't we switch things up? Let's go to the close-up. I feel like that's going to be a little bit more relevant there anyway. And then let's bring you more that way. Yeah, that feels right. So that's heating up. I'll get my neutral oil. Let's grab something to toss this with, a spatula. And then, is there anything else that I need from this side of the kitchen is my real question. I already have garlic. I have actual chopped up garlic, so I don't think I need anything else from here. I think everything else is where I need it to be. So I'm just gonna hop over here. Anyway, imagine someone hearing that out of context. I don't even remember what I said, but something about, oh, was it the soft noodles? I feel like it was around that time because I heard myself, like in my head, I was like, I wonder what that sounded like. All right, so that's kind of heating up. That's looking good. Let me just double check what I need to grab. I might grab them as I go now. So I have the garlic. Let me grab the sesame oil, chili crunch, soy sauce, sugar. So I'm gonna need a spoon for this and whatever's left. I still have another one though. Sesame oil, which I think I'm gonna need some more of. Sesame oil, I think I'm gonna put at the very end on top of these. We'll grab my dark and light soy sauce. Dark and light soy sauce here. And then what else may I need? I'm gonna bring you down a little bit. I'm gonna have to start putting some food on there soon. And some sugar. All right, yeah, I'm gonna grab a spoon. I was gonna try to do this without a spoon, but sometimes a spoon is just necessary. This is one of those times. Okay. I'm gonna put that on top of there. All right, so let's see what you see, I think is my real question here. Let me also get an idea of what the ratios of these are. A tablespoon, 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 tablespoon of everything, a little less sugar is basically it. Everything else is the same amount. Nice, love that. Okay, so let's just kind of get you out here. I'm probably gonna add more, honestly. Gonna let that soften up. Once that gets a little bit thinner, then I'm gonna just kind of spread that around the pan and get that going. Let's also bring this down here. Yeah. Okay, cool. Anyway, how's everybody's Saturday going? I know it's like, I feel like it's early in the day, especially if you're someone who's like 3 hours behind me or like 6 hours behind me. I don't even know if you're awake right now, honestly. I rarely, I think there's one time that I remember going live at like 1 p.m. for a cooking stream. And it's interesting, but I end up liking it a lot. I really do like going live earlier. I like spending my days like that. All right, so that's looking good. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to toss in the garlic, and then I'm also going to toss in some of this chili powder blend. Probably a tablespoon-ish. This is how much garlic we have right now. So let's just toss you in there. Normally I'd also toss in the green onion. Also, when you cut garlic really into small pieces like this, it tends to cook pretty quickly. So, or I just don't want it to burn. So I'm just gonna, that already smells incredible. I'm gonna let that vibe like this. It's looking nice. This blend here is what I'm gonna use. Again, I am gonna eyeball a lot of this, so we're just gonna see kind of how that goes. But yes, okay. It's getting some color. All right, it's 2:46, so we're almost 20 minutes into us starting to grab anything and take anything out. I'm gonna keep that in mind. All right, I am going to toss in a little bit of this. That's probably fine. I'm gonna start kind of stirring that around. And then I'm gonna start tossing in everything else. So I believe for this, I need about 2 tablespoons of this. One, 2-ish. I'm gonna grab a little bit of dark soy sauce. Every time they do this, they're always like for some color. They always say to darken it, which I guess makes sense. Not even I guess, it definitely makes sense. I'm going to grab a little bit of, a little bit of sugar. This I'm going to use about a teaspoon's worth. And then I'm going to grab the rest of this chili crisp. Let me also, let's get that in there. Let's get the rest of this chili crisp out. I'm definitely going to need to grab more of this. There's not enough. Maybe. I honestly may just add some more at the end. And just kind of stir that around a little bit until that starts to sizzle. And it's already kind of sizzling a little bit. All right, let's see if there's anything else I can scrape out of this. So normally you would also add maybe some chili oil to this, which would make sense. You know what? Let's just dump the rest of whatever's in here for sesame oil. And then the very fun part comes in. Apparently udon noodles, what I've seen in videos are that they absorb like they absorb the sauce, like sauces really well. So I think that's what we're gonna kind of see here. But let's see. Let's toss you in. Let's start tossing you around. So we're gonna kind of get these coated a little bit, and then let's see how they absorb this as we go along. I'm not sure what, there you go, now you can see more. It smells so good. It smells so good and it will look so good. Let me just move some stuff around there, toss you around. And make sure that everything that's on the edges at least gets its opportunity to get on top of this. Nice. So let me start while we're at it. I'm going to take these. This I'm going to end up tossing. I'm going to put the soy sauce away. I'm going to put the sesame oils also done. So let's get everything away that I can get away right now, which is the sugar and the soy sauce. So far, the amount of things that we used a cutting board. So far, we used a cutting board. Let me turn that off. It's probably fine now. Yeah, they're definitely. It's gonna be so good. That looks delicious. I'm so excited. I think so too. So we used a cutting board. We used a pot, a strainer. We did use the frying pan. The pot and the strainer though are very easy to clean because it's mainly just boiling water, throwing the noodles in, and then straining them. I used 1 spoon, and I think that's really it. I mean, you know, again, I don't think there's anything in here really left. Yeah, I do have I have a giant bottle of this. I've actually been waiting to finish this up. And the chili crisp as well. I'm gonna bring these on the side because I have to rinse them out before I toss them in recycling. But I'm just we're gonna do a slight change up of our camera in a moment, rinsing my hands to get that off. Let me plate this. So let's put this on a nice little, I don't even know. How about this? I feel like this may be a nice little bowl for it. I think that'll fit them. And then again, normally I would toss some green onion in there from the start, and that would also be like a nice touch. I feel like it would also give it a good crisp. I wanted to feel that, see how hot it was. It is definitely a warm temperature. And then, so let's just, here. All right. Probably should have done this over the sink. There we go. Now we made it. All right, so that's looking good there. Let me do one thing here. So let's switch to our main cam again. Let's hide the computer. And then let me show you, ultimately. Oh my God, he almost fell. All right, let's do this. Let's bring you right over here. Let's bring that there. Just kidding, let's bring that there. And then, my favorite, I like these roasted sesame seeds. I just take them, and then and then just like that, we have lunch. I don't know how to show this properly. There we go. It smells so good. It smells so good. These, by the way, I would highly recommend something else that's kind of changed. These, topping a lot of things off with just these like roasted sesame seeds. It makes, I feel like one, presentation always looks phenomenal, but also like, it's nice, I don't know. It always looks like a photo on the menu afterwards, which I love. But anyway, that was basically that. That was super easy to do. Again, we didn't get too many things dirty. Primarily, we had, I guess there's less that you can see there. Let me bring that up close. Mainly, we got a pan dirty, pot, strainer, cutting board. I feel like those are pretty standard. I feel like a lot of recipes that you end up putting on the stove, you'll end up getting something similar dirty. Maybe it's one or the other, but this was honestly pretty quick. It's 2:54. It took us about 25 minutes to do this on stream. And that was like, I feel like we didn't do it super slow, but I feel like this could be done in 15 minutes pretty easily. What I'll probably end up doing now is, if you do have a dishwasher, then it makes things even easier. You can toss your cutting board in there maybe, depending on the material. Pots are honestly pretty easy to clean. Everything's been oiled up pretty well. I am going to hand scrub the big knife though, because I like to use that for a lot of things, and I don't want to put it in the dishwasher and not be able to use it later. But everything else can honestly kind of go in the dishwasher, which is pretty nice. A spatula maybe. And then if you want to put your pots and pans in the dishwasher, you can do that as well. Which I think I may actually do. Just kidding, the dishwasher is clean, so This is going to be something that I'm going to clean after the stream. I'll leave that where it is. I'll put this away. Let me grab this little note that I have here. And then I'll just kind of toss those in there. Yeah, I feel like I should eat this at my desk though. I feel like we'll have a comfortable view. We can hang out. I'm back. I had to bring my dog in since it was raining. Ooh, it was kind of rainy here too. I found that it was like a very cozy morning, but understandable. Does your dog like to hang out outside a lot? Welcome back to Cooking with Johnny. And if anyone wants a bite, you can always do !nom, and it'll definitely give you something. But this looks, I'm so content with this. I guess now I'll, is there anything else I want to add to this? I don't think so. I would have added more sesame oil, like a teeny bit, but I feel like it's probably going to do enough for this meal. Let me grab my seltzer. The seltzer is crucial. Unfortunately, it does seem like we are low on this particular batch, but I think it'll do okay for now. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to, one, make sure that the stove is off because I get nervous about that sometimes. And then I guess I'll go to my room. Yeah. I think that's it. All right. I'll be right back. This is likely going to take like 2 minutes. Yeah, but it should hopefully be quick. So just gonna go to, I don't know, which one should we do? Should we do starting soon? Go to starting soon. Yeah. Okay. I'll be right back. I have another idea. Where's my BRB? I don't have the BRB button over here. What I do have is manual controls. Okay, I will be right back. Just give me, is that gonna hit the corner? No, it doesn't hit the corner on the first try, right? Oh, no, okay, sorry. It's the same path every time, but I never get to see this part because I always go like, I GPG when this happens. Okay, actually, truly BRB this time. Give me a moment.